Hi, my name's Jeanette and I'm from Far Forest Ceramics. I'm based in the UK in a little village called Far Forest, literally in the forest. I'm going to share with you today how I make my homemade bisque fix recipe. I experimented with a few recipes and ideas I saw on YouTube, mixed them all together, made my own recipe, and it has saved me massively. It actually fixed a crack that was 1 centimetre wide, something sentimental I just really wanted to keep. It worked amazingly. I had to need lots of layers, but it's fixed small little things. I've really found it useful. So I'm going to share with you my recipe of how I made it in case you want to have a go yourself. So my recipe for what I call my paper clay is I have 4 pieces of toilet tissue, 4 teaspoons of a ground bisque, 8 teaspoons of vinegar and 2 teaspoons of glaze. So this is what I used the last time I did it, so I'm going to still use the same container. And literally I just broke the toilet tissue into small pieces in the bottom. Last time I made this was September 24 and we're May 25. September, October, 4. So 9 months this quantity lasted me, so I don't use it very much. But the one piece, I pretty much used half of it, the whole reason why I made it at the beginning, which was this piece that had 1 centimetre crack in it. And I just wanted to keep it because I'd made it with a friend, Julia from Ceramics by Julia, on a road trip we went on. And there's a video on that if you want to see the shock when I opened it out the kiln, and then how I attempted to repair it just for an experiment, and it worked. That's in my playlists. So I'm now going to just use distilled malt vinegar, white vinegar, and I'm going to put, if I can open this, it's a new bottle. I'm going to start with 8 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I don't think the quantities are that specific. I just like to record what I've done because then next time I can adjust as necessary. Now, the paper is breaking down. The idea is that you leave this overnight to mulch up, and then you blitz it with the blender. Now I'm also going to add into there 4 teaspoons of water as well. Oops, just very rough. Now, if you're short on time, I don't think there's a major issue in doing it straight away, because I can see how this tissue is breaking down already into small fibres. For the sake of this video, I'm going to blend this up now so we can see what happens if you don't leave it overnight. So because of the small quantity I made, I had to tip it up, which the blender still worked fine. It's now actually absorbing the remnants of the previous paper glaze I made, so I'm just going to mix that in, just the dry bits on the side. And it's got now a nice frothy appearance. So what I'm going to add into that now is actually some bisque. But what I did was I have got the same clay body that I'm going to use this on. So this is my Millennium clay. And I got some trimmings and I rolled them with a rolling pin until they were nice and fine, made them super fine. Then I just put them in a container and put it through a bisque. On my second batch, I found instead of putting the greenware granules into a dish, I actually found some cookies, put some teaspoons of the bisque on top of it, and it was just easier to place in and out of the kiln. Worked a treat. So these have already been bisqued and it's super fine, you can see. And this is actually the secret ingredient in my opinion. So the minute you put this in, it almost goes like cement. You can see how fine that is. And this has already been bisqued. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm also adding in 4 teaspoons of glaze. Now any glaze is fine. I'm going to use a glaze, it's white gloss because I don't really want to see it that much. And this is the remnants of a pot that I'm not using. So I'm using it up basically. It's not enough to glaze a piece with. 1, 2. It's like making a cake. Right. Now I collect all my glaze remnants to make glaze chips. So I will do exactly the same with this, and I'll add this into my pot of glaze chips. So that's 4 good heaped teaspoons of glaze. That's pretty much it. And then mix that up and let it stand. And you've got what I call my paper glaze recipe. Obviously the tissue paper is going to mulch down a little bit more as time progresses. You can see the very small granules of bisqued clay in there, but that's quite a large quantity. And if it gets too thick, I'll just add a touch more vinegar or a touch more water to work with it at whatever consistency you want. So hopefully that will last me. Oh, I can see where the ground bisque has got stuck on the spoon. And that will hopefully keep me going for another 8-9 months. I forgot to say, I'm going to run out next time of this bisque, so it's always worth preparing in advance. So I'm going to actually put some ground trimmings into the kiln and fill this up ready for next time. But also what I find is just if I take a small container with a lid, I can actually decant just a small quantity, and already I can see that this has started to go even smoother, just full of air bubbles at the moment. But I'll have a couple of teaspoons and that will go on my worktop, and I will put my stock on the shelf, May 25, and I can fill it up and I can see when I'm running out to make some more. Let me know if you try it and how you get on, and hope that was helpful. Bye.